Hi, I have been asked to share a short, gentle practice with you guys. I'm Jude, I'm North Down Yogi on Instagram, or I think North Down Flow on Facebook. Anyway, so hi. It's a bit strange talking to the camera, but in these times. So just come on your mat, however is comfortable, or come on your little space on the floor and find a seat. Take a little moment to fidget, close the eyes, or maybe let the gaze draw down towards the floor in between the legs. And just begin to notice. Feel the air, the temperature on your skin. Listen to the little noises in the background of the room that you're in. Notice the breath that you have arrived on your mat with. Notice the jaw, the shoulders. And then allow the tip of the tongue to find the top of the mouth as it lengthens the back of the neck. Allow the crown of the head, the center of the head, to grow towards the sky. To keep you here, take the left hand to the heart and the right hand to the belly. Inhale. Inhale. Sigh it out. One more. Allow yourself to naturally return to your gentle inhale and exhale rhythm. I invite you to hold space for your intention. If you're unsure of an intention, it's focusing your mind towards something, thinking about something that you want to create, something that you want to see brought forward into reality. Perhaps there's something you're shaking off, something that's no longer with you or should be with you. Whatever it is, give it space, hold it, and seal it in with a breath. Inhale. Let it go. Blink eyes open when ready. Let's take the right hand to the left knee. Left hand behind the sit bone. Take a gentle twist. You can look over the shoulder if you want to take it that bit deeper. Try not to pull the knee. You're pressing into the knee to get that height through the center of the chest. Take a breath. Inhale, reach up. Always widening the armpits. Exhale, take a twist. No pulling, but rather pressing into the top thigh. Inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Don't worry if this isn't feeling like a particularly deep forward fold, especially if you've been out walking a lot. The hips are running. The hips can sometimes feel it. Or if you're in my last couple of practices. And then we're going to walk the hands in and take the ankle that's in front or behind and cross it in front. Take a little moment as this tends to be our tighter side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand to left knee, where the palm can stay open. Lengthen through the sit bones, widen through the collarbones, complete the twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to twist. Inhale. You can draw the toes towards the knees as you fold, pressing down in through the tailbone, get length through the full spine. And then in your own time, lift up and straighten the legs. You can give them a little bit of a jimmy. A little bit of a bend. And then take the right foot and cross it over the left knee. You can either wrap around like this or keep out long, it's up to you. Opposite hand threads. Take your twist. Inhale, reach up, uncross. Exhale, second side. Left foot crosses. Exhale, release. Inhale. So when you're coming to your forward fold, rather than trying to get the forehead to the legs, it's the center of the heart you're bringing towards the thighs. So bend the knees as much as you need to, but keep pressing down through the big toe side so you don't sink. And then you can start to lengthen the legs to the ground. Draw the belly button in towards the back of the spine, and then you gently fold over the legs. Maybe the hands interlace, maybe they're by your side. Maybe take your own version. From here, as you rise up, come to boat pose. So you can keep the knees bent, find the heels in line with the backs of the knees. The chest is pressing towards the tops of the thighs and the belly is drawn in towards the spine. You can have hands either side of the hips for a little bit more support, hugging the elbows in so you can straighten into the arms and lift the chest. You also toe taps, holding on to the backs of the knees, making sure the legs are super glued together, or you can make peace signs with the fingers, grab hold of the big toes and start to straighten into the legs as you look up past the toes. Press the fingertips into the feet, feet into the fingers, or any other variation. Stay here for one more breath. Inhale. As you exhale, kick the feet around and make your way to tabletop. Tabletop is knees underneath the hips, shoulders, wrists stacked. And we'll just move in between cat-cow. So press both hands into the earth, let the chin go. Let the hips travel towards the belly button as you sway forwards and back. Maybe add rolls, close your eyes. And you're really just trying to awaken the spine. So on inhale, you can look forward, lift the heart. Let the belly be soft, tailbone lifts. Press into the earth. Let the head go, let the tailbone go. That little sway from side to side. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, find down dog. The inside of the arms are wrapping away from the ears. Press into the fingertips, back of the arms are lifted away from the mat so that you can draw the shoulder blades away from the ears. Widen the collarbones, send the hips up nice and high. Pedal into the feet as feels good for you. And then from here, on an inhale, take tiny steps to the top of the mat and find a forward fold. Bend the knees, let the forward fold feel comfortable to you. Invite weight from the front of the foot to the back of the foot, to the side, to the side. Finding your preferred weight placement. Feet can be hip distance. Turn your hands into fists and place them tightly in between the arches of the feet. Middle of the head is pouring straight down towards the earth. Lift the hips up to the sky. Knees can stay bent. Maybe the hands come to the back of the calves as you invite the forehead closer to the shins. Find your breath here, let it flow. Each inhale creates the space and the exhale can move you into it. We'll stay here for another breath. If you can, step sideways on your mat and begin to walk the feet out. Hands are underneath the shoulders once more, and on an inhale, look forward. Wide leg a flat back. And then walk the hands to the left foot as you draw the heel in and point the toes out. Walk your hands to the front of the mat, bend into the knee, think warrior two. Release the head in between the arms. And then on the inhale, look forward and walk your way all the way to a warrior two foot. Warrior two legs. Hold it. Good. Inhale, hands come back to center. Bend the knees. Hands come up to the tops of the thighs. Take a little sway from side to side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to fold. Walk your way hand over hand. Top of the mat. Pick up the back leg. Forward fold. Second thing, turn sideways. Step the left foot back. And find yourself in a wide-legged forward fold. Keep both feet parallel to start. Hold on to opposite elbows, ankles. And then walk the hands towards the front of the mat and turn the legs into a warrior two foot. So front foot is still pointing forward, knees pressing away from the central line. And the back foot is 45 degrees. Soften in wherever feels better. You can make the foot feel softer. And then walk your way to the side. Keep drawing the sit bone back straight so it feels in line with the knee and it's wrapping under. Inner thighs are pressing away from each other. Really trying to pick up the back big toe so that the weight goes into the little toe side and you're not collapsing into the arches of the foot. And then you walk your way all the way to the top of the mat, pick up the back leg and fold. Bend the knees. Slowly rise. Exhale, hands to prayer. Top of the mat, stand center. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers except for the pointing fingers. Really ground down through the left foot so that you can point everything towards the right. Center of the chest is lifted. These outer ribs are drawn back. Really reach, but root. Use the core to lift up on an inhale. Exhale. Same thing, ribs draw back. Open the armpit. Keep reaching. Keep drawing the belly in from the pelvic floor up. Inhale. Exhale where you are. Inhale to rise. Exhale, bring the hands to the back. Hug the elbows in as if you're lifting. Press the hips forward, bend the knees. You're opening the front of the body and you can just let the entire spine take it. With control, reach back. Take a few breaths. All the way to forward fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step it back. Heel toe the foot of the right side out to the side. So step the left leg back, right foot goes out to the side. You're coming into a lizard pose. So if you start to roll out onto the little toe side and this back leg starts to pull or feel tugged, walk it more in line with the hip. Maybe walk the foot forward or further away from the mat, whatever feels good. Release down the knee of the back leg when it feels comfortable to you, and you just start to feel into this pose in a way that's natural to you. The knee is either tight and connected to the shoulder, or you're slowly starting to open up. If you do want to take this posture deeper, by all means, you can straighten into the back leg, tilt the pelvic bowl, and start to bring a forearm down. That's not where I'm at today, but you can go ahead. From here, take a breath. And then when ready, make your way to pigeon. Heel toe the right foot to the left side of the mat. Draw the heel closer to the body so it's comfortable, or as comfortable as you need. Knees either in line with the hip or a little bit wider. So some days that doesn't feel good to come all the way down onto the forearms or reach out long. And if that is one of those days for you, roll out onto the bum and make your way to your back. If you're happy in pigeon, stay in pigeon. If you want to take the softer variation, feet flat on the mat, pick up the right ankle over the top of the left leg and just sway from side to side. Oh, that's nice. You can even stretch. I've definitely done something on this side. Or if even that's a little much, you can window wiper the hips. Those of you that are still in pigeon, walk the hands back in, tuck the back toe, lift that leg up and back. Everybody else can join us in down dog tripod if they like. From the underside of the knee, feel like it's lifting, open that hip. So the heel is just draping past the opposite bum cheek. Use the core, press evenly into both hands first. And then right foot comes behind the left leg. Both feet point to the back of the mat first. Then begin to lift up and over. Use the glutes to lift the hips higher. Pour back. Down dog. Top of the mat. Inhale to rise. Hands to prayer. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale, frame the feet. Step it back with the right foot. Heel toe the left foot out to the side a little bit more. And then maybe you want to bring the back foot in a step so it's on the same side of the tracks as the hip. Stay high. Walk the left foot out to the side, maybe further forward. Take the lizard as deep as you like. Back leg can stay lifted or you can release. It's up to you. Take 5 to 6 breaths in your preferred lizard. Feel free to come down onto the forearms if that's where you're at. Make sure that the left forearm comes down first and then the right. It's up to you. And then in your own time, after you've taken your 6 breaths, heel toe the foot all the way across to the right side. Left leg straightens out. Really press down through the big toes if you're trying to reach it to the back of your mat. And come to your preferred pigeon. Wherever that is. Even if that's on your back. Yeah. Those of you that are still in pigeon, on an inhale, hands come underneath the shoulders, tuck the back toe, lift that leg up and back, bend the knee, press evenly into both hands so you stay balanced in the shoulders, and then pour that foot behind. For me, my legs are my powerhouse. I lift the hips, I pour back, I reach. Exhale, down dog. Exhale fully here. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, release the knees, keep the hips high, hug the elbows, slowly lower the chest in. Inhale, draw forward, straighten into the arms, lift the legs for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Release the knees to the earth and sit on the heels. This is comfortable for you to do, so you can take the knees apart and find a breath in gracious pose. Feel the rhythm of the heart. Feel the speed of the breath. And let a shift happen as you observe the slowing down of them both. the effect the breath can have over the heartbeat. With that in mind, I invite you to come to a seated position or lying down, whatever serves you best. And for the next few moments, just see what arises. See what comes up. If you should feel a heavy energy, a reaction to some thought, some tension, also very kindly return to the anchor of your breath. For extra connection, bring the left hand to the heart and the right hand to the belly to really feel yourself. Noticing as you inhale how the hands slightly rise. And as you exhale, they settle back down. And though these can be worrying times, you maybe allow yourself to smile because here in this moment, with this breath, everything is okay. Allow the sounds of the room to bring your mind back into focus. Awareness into your body by feeling yourself on your mat, sensing the temperature of the room on your skin. Allow the energetic quality of your breath to shift slightly as on an inhale you begin to move the fingers, wiggle the toes. Next inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come past the eyes. If they aren't still closed, allow them to close and bring the hands to prayer. Gently start to rub the hands until they generate some heat, they feel warm. And when they feel warm enough, take the palms over the closed eyes and remind yourself of your intention. We all have the power to create change. Let's seal it in with one last breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. And blink the eyes open when ready. Thank you for practicing with me. Yeah, have an awesome day.